Oscar Bevis for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on his own. Callum Smith shows me. Good to see you, mate. How's things?
Yeah, good. Not bad. Yourself?
Not bad, mate. Not bad. Really looking forward to Feb 22nd. Obviously a day in London to do the media today, the press conference yesterday. You've been involved in fights as big as it can get. I guess all of this media stuff just kind of water off a duck's back at this point.
Yeah, no, I never find it too comfortable, but you kind of just get used to it. It's something that has to be done, especially then the bigger the fight, the bigger the media. So you just gotta tick all the boxes, get them all done, and then you can focus on fighting.
Thank you for ticking the Stomping Ground box
No,
very
please.
much. I do appreciate your time. I just want to recap your 2024. So going from one of the biggest fights of your career, to Beterbiev, having some time to think in the middle, which you were quite open about on the Birmingham fight week, and then the Birmingham fight week, having probably one of the most low-key fights of your career. Bit of a whirlwind 2024.
Yeah, it was a in terms of boxing. Obviously, I started with the loss to Beterbiev, and then I kind of probably had my longest time away from a boxing gym. Like even when I've had the spells of inactivity, I've always kind of been in the gym training and fights being postponed or something like that. Whereas this time I genuinely didn't go in a boxing gym for a long time, and then I started training, get a bit of a routine again, and started enjoying it. And then there was whispers of certain fights happening. This one being one of those. So I just wanted to put myself in a position to be able to accept any fight if I wanted to, if it was offered, rather than being out the ring for over 12 months and either have to take it and go against what I've moaned over. I feel like the inactivities affected my performances in some of my fights, so I'd have been a hypocrite if I took a fight of this magnitude on the basis of another long spell of inactivity, or I'd have been in a position where I have to turn it down, and no, I never wanted to do that. So that was the whole plan behind the Birmingham fight. It was not about, I'm back and stuff like that. It was what it was. It was a fight to get back in the ring, get rid of any form of ring rust, and put me in a better position to take on the fight that I wanted, that motivate me. And one got offered the week of that fight, and now we're here.
You talk about that period where you didn't even step in a boxing gym.
Yeah.
You must have missed it a lot though. When it's been your whole life, I bet you were still kind of walking around the house, shadow boxing in front of the mirror, and
yeah, I did.
kind of wanting to get back into the sport still. Yeah,
of course, but I was getting married in the summer as well, so that was kind of taking me time away. If I wasn't getting married and didn't have holidays booked and stuff, then maybe I would have missed it a little bit more. But I had other stuff.
The missus not want any sparring or
no
black eyes
and
no
like
bruises
that
for the wedding photos.
So yeah, I had a few holidays, played a bit of golf, and just enjoyed life a little bit, and took time away from boxing. But it kind of made me realise that I wasn't done. I wasn't fully content and satisfied with what I'd achieved in my career, as good as a career I've had and what I've achieved. And if you'd have offered me that before turning professional, I'd have bit your hand off for it. But living it and doing it and achieving it, I still believe there's more. I know what it takes to become a world champion, and I believe I've still got what it takes to do it at 175, given the right opportunity, the right preparation. I believe I can beat anyone. So that's why I'm here. I'm sitting here, I'm ready and waiting to give it another go. And a win over Joshua Buatsi puts me very, very close to achieving that goal of being a 2-8 world champion. So it's a massive fight for myself and my own career, and one that I'm taking very, very serious.
When you was in the ring in Birmingham, had the Buatsi fight been signed even then?
No, but that week it was kind of getting offered, and I think
Eddie mentioned the word Buatsi,
yeah,
and then mentioned it. I think it was first time at a press conference, and then every interview I saw, he was kind of dropping and hinting, and then we kind of got the groove.
Yeah,
a little
it was
bit.
getting mentioned, obviously doing negotiating stuff, but it wasn't signed. And then obviously another offer coming through. I think as I was kind of cutting weight the night before, they come on with the offer I ended up accepting, but no one told me until after I'd weighed in. And then so I think when I was in the ring, I kind of knew that. Regards to just dotting the I, crossing the T's, dotting the I's or whatever, the fight was there. So yeah, I think I knew about it then, but it was more, other fights were mentioned as well, and it was more, I just want to be in a position to take whatever one makes sense for me. So I needed to be active. I needed to get that fight in Birmingham. And I joked on that, I wasn't actually relatively that fit. I'd been training and stuff, but I just knew how vital that was. And people probably seen the fight and thought, what the point in that? Whereas I think when the Buatsi fight was offered, they were probably like, now we see why he had that fight in Birmingham. And they say that I do think it's massive, whereas I'm not going into this fight with 12, 13 months out the ring, which I've done previously.
The burning question is, has Swifty got the boot from the corner? Is Buddy giving him the kick, or is he going to be in the corner?
No, he's still involved. I've been training with Liam.
He'll be in the corner for the Buatsi fight.
He'll be in the corner with Buddy as well. The two of them are a big part of my team. Everyone, John down at four corners and stuff, they've always helped me. And obviously while Buddy's still in the States and I'm not over there, they keep me ticking over and put me through my paces.
Secondary reigns for Swifty this time.
Yeah. But no, I've got a good team in Army. Everyone wants the best for me, which is the most important thing, and they'll all work pretty well together. And camp's going well so far, and I've got 6 more weeks to go, and then I believe we'll see a very good version of myself.
Yeah. What do you make of the fighter in Joshua Buatsi?
Good fighter. So I've been asked a few times now, and you can't really criticise someone who's unbeaten. He's done everything needs to be done of him so far in his career. I just believe I'm the best he's fought by a good bit, and I believe I'm better, and the best version of me, I believe, just does everything he does but that little bit better, and I'm confident in my own abilities that I can go in there and get the job done.
Yeah. I know you know what you want to achieve from the stage from now beyond for the rest of your career, but I guess many people are kind of hinting that there might not be as much of a fire as there was for the super middleweight Callum or prior to Artur Beterbiev. I guess you're going to be quite quick to shut that down. Yeah,
look, that's just perception. That's what people probably see, and from the outside looking in, and they probably look at the long spells, which I probably would. If a fighter was out for so long, I think, well, they mustn't really want it. But it was never really my fault, the inactivities. I was always in the gym, I was always training, and just certain fights were getting postponed, and then I pulled out with an injury of one fight, and then Beterbiev pulled out of another, and it just left me out the ring. But look, I don't need to fight. If the fight wasn't there, I wouldn't be sitting here. I'd be sitting at home with my slippers on and playing with my kids. It's only here because I know how good I am, and I know what I still can achieve, and that's why I'm sitting here. And if the fight weren't here, then look, boxing's tough, camp's tough, it's hard, and I'd only do it if I had to or I wanted to, and that is the case here. There's still stuff I want to achieve, and I'm here to do that.
Yeah. What are we going to get in the ring between you two, stylistically, do you think?
I think it should gel pretty well. I said before, it's not like either of us are awkward or ever in kind of bad stalemate fights. I think we're both pretty similar. We're both technically quite correct, both heavy-handed. They should gel for a good fight to watch on the eye. Just hopefully a good fight that I'll come out on top. But yeah, I'm confident in my chances in this fight, and I'm sure he is himself. And I think the fact that it lands on this bill shows it's a good competitive fight. There's 7 of them, and they're hard to pick a winner in each one of them. So yeah, I'm excited for it. Camp's going really well, and I'm confident that a good version of me turns up on the night and gets the job done.
Yeah. I know you only care about yourself, your own journey and what you're doing, but has there been a word in your ear from Eddie Hearn? Promoter relations are quite good, but I know him and Ben have got a little rivalry going on. Has there been a couple of whispers like, you need to get this win for Matchroom?
No, but
we can't be dropping a loss
you can
to
tell,
Boxer.
right, he's very competitive as a promoter, and I think he's got 2 against De La Hoya, which he really wants to win, and he's got 1 against Ben, which I think he really wants to win. So yeah, it's good from a fan point of view, the rivalry with the promoters, but like I said, from a selfish point of view, I couldn't care who promotes either of us. It's more I want to just go in and get the win over Joshua Buatsi. But look, it's a good show. There's a lot of top, not being at the press conference yesterday, there's a lot of top fighters, top promoters all working together and creating a massive show, and I say it's a pleasure to be a part of it.
Yeah, the achievements that were just on that stage alone were
it's crazy,
ridiculous yesterday. Final one just on the top of the bill. Obviously, you shared the ring with Artur, so you'll know better than any of us under this roof what he's like. What did you see from the first time round, and how do you think it will be different in terms of the way they fight second time round? Yeah,
I thought it was a good close fight. I think you can see an argument for either fighter who you felt done enough. I just don't know. We keep saying about his age, that was a tough fight for him, and I don't know what that will have took out of him, and maybe he may be starting to age a little bit. I'm not too sure, but I think we're going to see a very similar fight again. Hard to separate them in a lot of the rounds, but if I have to side with one, I think Bivol's that little bit more fresher this time round, and I think he might get the nod, but I wouldn't be surprised with either result again. I think it's a very good even matchup, and as a boxing fan, I'm looking forward to watching it, and hopefully I'm sitting watching it as interim champ.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you envisage a rematch with Beterbiev down the line? But I guess if you believe Beterbiev-Bivol's going to win, I'd love
a shot at either of them. I say I crossed paths with Bivol as an amateur, so I've knew of him for a long time, and the Beterbiev one, I say no excuses, the better man won of the night, but I'd love to just see a better version of me with better preparation in with him, and I think it's a different fight, but now I've got Joshua Buatsi to take care of first, and then I can look at the main event and see how the division pans out after that.